Thank you. Kindly sit down. Thank you for your courtesy. Uh, may I have the privilege to acknowledge the presence of the Executive Secretary Salvador Medialdia, Senator Joseph Victor J.V. Ejercito, Congressman Yap, and other members of the House of Representatives, Governor Susan Yap, fellow workers in government, mga kababayan. Uh, I have a two-page speech, but since I think it's my first time to be back after the elections of more than a year ago, so may I just say to everybody, to everyone, salamat sa tulong ninyo sa akin, irrespective of whether or not you voted for me. I still would like to thank you. Kasi po malaki ang problema ko. I have not been to the area of Luzon as frequently as I would like to be here. Pero meron tayong dinaan ng problema, and most of the time I am focused on the problems of solving the law and order of the country. Kayo po dito sa Luzon, maswerte, the NPA movement is strongest in Mindanao, particularly in my area of Eastern Mindanao. If you look at the map of the Philippines in front of you, your right side is the eastern seaboard. Your left is the western. Dito po sa we have a problem na malaki dito sa eastern side. Though marami nagsusurrender, but still there's a lot of fighting going on. On the western side, it's a mixture of ISIS and the hotheads, itong mga terorista. Going up, we have the Iloilo area, which is also a little bit of a problem. And on the extreme right, meron tayong problema sa Samar, Leyte. Dito, it's in Abra, Nueva Ecija, and it takes most of our energy really going around and trying to come up with a pacification campaign. Kung maawa ang Panginoong Diyos, I think I can maybe solve the problem of the NPAs. I am not on talking terms with the head of the Communist Party, si Sison. And you might want to know, as executives and citizens of this country, ang problema kay Sison, I initiated the talks. Remember, I just made 4 promises. At yung 4 promises po carried me well even during the presidential debates, because I was not really talking much. And I was thinking what I can say in a minute and 30 seconds. So yung akin parang bullet lang. But I think that no offense intended. Tapos na po yun. Papasalamat na ako sa inyong lahat. But just to give you an illustration of how hard it was really. The only one supporting me dito sa Luzon was Amy Marcos. then si Abet Garcia of Bataan, then si Lord, because of friendship, sa Marindoque, Velasco. In the Visayas, wala nga akong tao. That is the ancestral province of my father. And even in our hometown, wala akong mga supporter. Though the Duranos were divided, the grand old man Durano, yun yung magpipinsan yan sila ni Almendras. Yeah, Alejandro D. Almendras. The leader is Durano. But the wife of the old Durano also, the grand lady, was I Duterte, who was the sister of my father. And yet, hirap ako doon. And in Mindanao, ito Subiri, Governor Angel Amante, and Congressman Nograles, who's my nephew. I'm telling you this because I have a hard time connecting. Kasi hindi tayo makakilala. And most of you are hesitant to come to me. Yung hindi tayo nung pagkaibigan ng mga partido, wala naman akong partido except the PDP. But it was a moribund organization until I came in. Local lang talaga sana yun. So, but now, a lot of the guys have been transferring to PDP. And which is good. Total ako naman, 4 years lang remaining, or 3.5. And after that, tapos na ako. I can no longer run for any other position. And by that time, I would be very old. Time to retire and time really to just disappear from this planet. Alam mo, pag ganitong edad natin, wag mo na akong tanungin kung may sakit ba ako. Kung ano yung sakit ng tatay mo, yun rin ang sakit ko. Kung ano yung medisina niya, medisina ko rin yan. So, ang akin is, I just would want to say, I made 4 fundamental promises. One is that I said I would try to stop corruption. At alam namang ninyo, ginagawa ko yan. So I am fulfilling, it is a self-executory promise because it never ends, but I'm doing my best. Then I mentioned about the drug swallowing our country, yang shabu. Now I have run afoul with so many human rights organizations and even the ICC. Gusto ko lang sabihin sa inyo, i-promise is i-promise. At baka nga nanalo ako, dyan lang sa 4 na promises ko. Otherwise, I could not explain to you why I got 16 million and 6 of that was my margin over ROAS. So, hindi ko talaga alam. Wala akong leader dito sa Maynila. And that explains the reason why walang lumalapit sa akin. And seldom, if any, na yung mag-recommend ng tao because they think or you think that I am a bit at a distance from you, which is not really the case. No, I've been mayor of Davao for 23 years. One time, a congressman, then the vice mayor of my daughter. And I am not really a greenhorn of politics because setting aside modesty, my father was once upon a time, the governor of Davao, when it was only one Davao. There was no Oriental, Davao del Sur, del Norte, Occidental, del Sur, Tumbal Valley, pati Davao City. It used to be one. So I kind of learned my ropes and mastered a little bit of style dito sa politika. Pero yung apat na ano ko, na talagang hindi ko pwedeng atrasan, come what may, is itong korupsyon. Then I promise na drugs is swallowing our country. Kaya sabi nila maraming patay at marami akong demanda and even in the International Court of Justice. As I said, do not worry about me. Hindi naman ako na ano kung saan ako pupunta. Except that I said the third was I would talk to the enemies of the state, make peace with them, and hopefully we can finally reach that level of comfort in our country without worrying about fighting. Ang problema lang ho dito kay Season is we have had these talks in Netherlands, and from the summaries that are given me after every meeting, binabasa ko, then I digest it and look for the meaning beyond the words and the commas and the periods. Ang problema kay Season, which I would like to have a peace talk, reach out to him. Ang problema is Season wants, at the end of the day, a coalition government. Pagka yan ho ang hinihingi niya, hindi ko talaga maibigay sa kanya. Because sovereignty or the power to run the country, which is the sovereign power of the state, is given to Filipinos who are elected by the people. You might elect a president who is son of a bitch. Wala na ho tayong magawa dyan. If it's the choice of the people, the military, the police, and the civilian will have to honor the mandate because that is the voice of the people and that is provided in our Constitution. Kaya kung yan ang gusto niya, sabi ko, at this early, putulin na lang natin. Because I cannot give you what I do not own. Sovereignty resides in the people and is delegated to the representatives of the people and to the President and to the Supreme Court. They are sovereign powers. And if you want to exercise sovereign powers, the Constitution simply says, get elected. So kung ganun ang katayuan nila, wala talaga itong pag-asa. Now, the other front that I am facing is itong terorista, just like what happened in Marawi. Though we had a hard time quelling the revolt because I'm sure that the military by this time, the police would have reconfigured their doctrines. Nahirapan tayo doon because they had the natural cover. Hindi ho open plains, hindi naman ho kahoy, but they had the buildings which were built with cement and iron and would have been a very formidable fortress. Nakaposisyon ho sila doon and target na sila ng target. That is why this accounted for the heavy losses of government too. Bagay, namatay silang lahat. But next time, I hope it will not happen again. But next time, we have to be prepared. I am not, kayong mga mixed, or if you are a Moro, do not be offended because my mother is a mestiza Maranao. My grandmother is a Maranao. My grandfather on the mother's side is Chinese. Sinasabi ko lang sa inyo ang totoo na pagka, well, just a hypothetical, I do not want to scare you, but if they would do it in Mindanao or Visayas simultaneously in 3 or 4 places, mahihirapan tayo. It's going to be bloody. Very bloody. Kaya wag naman sana yung ganon, medyo malayo kayo. As of now, I do not allow the purchase of heavy firearms. You are limited only to a shotgun and a .22 rifle. But if, hell breaks loose, then I'll have to consult the military and maybe I will allow you to hold the high-powered guns. That is a far-fetched idea, and I hope that the trouble there would be contained in Mindanao only. Now, in the matter sa drugs, hindi talaga matatapos yan. Despite or in spite of the threats of ICC and everything, wala akong pakialam sa kanila. Now, there are about 1 million, lagay na lang natin a very liberal number. Wag na yung kay Santiago noong 3 million niya. Kay Bato was 1.6. 1 million addicts sa Cebu could be hell for this country. Na sabihin nila, bakit si Duterte pinapatay lang niya yung mahihirap? You are wrong. Hindi ko pinapatay ang mahihirap. Ang pinamatay kong mahirap yung kriminal. Kasi ang Cebu could only be operational if there is an organization. Meaning to say that there is a group of persons who plan to commit a crime and decide to commit it. Cebu cannot operate on a single one-vendor policy. There has to be the cook, the financiers, yung nagluluto, yung nagkakapital, the lieutenants, and eventually it is distributed to the streets known as mga basurero. They are the ones passing it. Remember that Cebu is a commodity for the poor. Kaya maramihan ang namatay dyan, talagang mahirap. Bakit yung mga mayaman hindi? Meron rin. Meron rin mga mayors namatay. As a matter of fact, 2 na. Yung isa, hindi na umuwi, si Magtibay. I've been looking for him. Hindi na siya umuwi. Kasi papatayin ko talaga siya. You know, if you are the mayor, kagaya ni Parahinog, and you make your public office a platform for your drug distribution, and you kill government people, yayariin talaga kita. So with Espinosa. At sabi ko sa army pati pulis, huwag kayong matakot magtrabaho. Total, ako na lang rin yung tinuturo ng human rights, pati ng ICC. Di hayaan na ninyo yan. I take full legal responsibility for things that are happening, intended or not intended. Akin yan. Trabaho lang kayo. Huwag kayong matakot. Ako ang pupunta sa prisuhan. Para klaro ang I'm here to protect my country. I believe that if I stop this crusade, it would have compromised the country and the next generation. Then it would have been my failure in my time na wala akong ginawa. Total, yung mga mayaman, bantay kayo, cocaine is coming in very fast. Pumasok na kasi ang kartel ng Mexico pati South America. So you're dealing now with cocaine and shabu. Kaya itong Amerika, kinakabahan na ngayon. Noong una, when the stupid Americans, they were putting to tasks si Bato. Bato Tukang. Sabi nila, bawal yan. That is a violation of human rights. Tignan mo mga puta. They were able to capture the dark side of the internet. May nakuha sila doong organization na ang bilihan online. They took over the operation, Time Magazine, about 2 issues ago. Tapos they took over and pretended they were the organization selling the drugs. Noong nakuha na nila lahat, kinatok nila sa Amerika. O di pareho kay Bato. Ngayon, yan nga ang mahirap dyan. If you have an American friend, sometimes it's not really good because you will come out a very hypocrite nation. Yan ang mahirap dyan. Nung iniipit nila ako, sabi ko, you know, America, one day, to your sorrow, you will realize that you have a problem. So si Bush ngayon declared a national emergency. And if you have read the Philippine Star about 4 days ago, sabi ni Boss, kung ako ang masunod, sundin ko si Duterte kasi wala masyado ng mga drugista doon kasi pinapatay niya. Okay. So I cannot, hindi ko maintindihan itong mga putang inan to. Talaga. Just allow me to express it. Talagang galit ako. And they were threatening me with, you know, I'd like to give you an assurance. Do you want me held before the ICC? Ayaw ko lang sabihin ngayon. But they will never, never, never acquire jurisdiction over my person. Sabihin ko sa inyo. Bakit? Hindi ko lang sabihin. Basta pagdating ng panahon, sabihin ko sa inyo, mag-summons nga akin, under what power do you summon me? Do you have jurisdiction over all of these cases? Palagay na natin totoo. Do you have jurisdiction over the cases? Over me? Kaya sabi ko, hayaan mo yung mga, alam mo, mas bright tayo sa kanila. Tingnan mo. At, when the brass tacks are down, hindi naman ako, I'm not an eloquent type. 75 lang ako. Totoo. Ako, I am the original K-12. Kaya sabi ng anak ko, Pa, bakit yan si Brunes hindi mo masabihan? Bakit yan pahibain niya? Sabi ko na, dahan-dahan ka lang kasi nakakasagasa ka ng tao. Ang tatay mo, original, finished my high school in 7 years. Parang scholar rin, pero nagbabayad. Yun sila, Bingbong, lahat. Sonny Dominguez, he's a very brilliant guy. Kababata ko yan. Used to be our valedictorian sa Ateneo de Davao since kindergarten hanggang high school. Yan sila, Camila Rodi Garcia, yung police, general nag-retire. Na sabay kami na expel yung buang na. Hindi ko malaman naging general yon. Pero ang tatay niyan, sundalo rin. Rodolfo Garcia. Pero yan sila, Tugadi, o kayo maniwala dyan. Tugadi is a billionaire. College of Law pa rin kami sa law school. May kotse na yan, di kotse na yan. So may maraming pera. He learned his ropes sa Delgado Shipping. When he retired, he put up his own. Ilocano yan, taga-Cagayan. BIR Dulay, from Baguio, Ilocano rin. Lahat ng cabinet members ko, Ilocano. 2 lang kami Bisaya dyan. Totoo lang. Puro Ilocano lahat dyan. Bebot Belio was my dorm mate. Dulay, yung sa... Puro kayong, sabi nila, hindi star-studded yung cabinet ko. Ang kinuha ko lang, yung mga kaibigan ko sa Davao, yung mga military, whom I met during their sojourn for the years that they were assigned in Mindanao, naging kaibigan ko sila. Mabuti lang kasi ito sa military, isang salita lang. Sabihin kong gawin mo yan, ginagawa talaga. Itong bureaucracy, ayaw ko mag-ano sa inyo. But you are good. Lalo na pagpasok ninyo, may civil service, eligibility, ganon, seso. Pagdating nyo sa itaas, supervisory powers, department chief, yan tayo nagkakaproblema. Kasi alam ninyo, yung director is really a political position, always appointed by the president. But there are others who are really very good and are retained. Hindi ko naman tinanggal lahat eh. Yung performing. But otherwise, yung critical decisions and time is of the essence, I go for the military. Si Mato, lahat yan sila galing Mindanao. Puro military yan, puro kilala ko. Gaya ng Boracay. Sa Boracay, suplado yung mga tao. Ayaw mag-cooperate. You know, in Boracay, there are three basic issues that government must intervene. One, it is an health issue. The right of the government to intervene and interdict to promote public health. Second, public interest. Because kung hayaan mo yung ganon, time will come when it is so polluted, it can no longer be of use for the next generation. It is to our interest to preserve its pristine state, just like before. The third issue is law and order. Kasi kung ayaw nila mag-cooperate and they begin to protest, kayo naman ang may kasalanan dyan, you were responsible for the damage all these years, pati yung mga local officials who were all nonchalant of the problem there, arestuhin ko kayong lahat. And if you put up a fight, then I'll charge you for sedition, preventing government to do what is good for the Filipino people. Yan lang maiwan ko sa kanila. Ulitin ko yung drugs. When I was mayor, I was a prosecutor, trial lawyer ako. Then I went to become city mayor in 1988. Far and in between, I had about so many elections then. I never lost an election, and the last one was the presidency. Kaya, hindi ko naman malaman kung bakit ako dumating dito na mismo ako, hindi ko naman naniniwala na manalo ako. Kaya yung nanalo ako, nagtinginan kami ng asawa ko, sabi ko, what happened? And sabi niya, there is only one entity that can help us out, solve this riddle, and it has to be God. And when you talk of God, it is always destiny. Otherwise, wala akong maibigay sa inyo na rason kung bakit nanalo ako. I came from the cold. Taga Davao, probinsyano naman kami. As a matter of fact, Davao straddles towards the south on the right side, North Sulawesi of... then if you go straight, you would see Papua New Guinea. At kung tumingin ka on a very clear day, makita mo yung mga Amerikano, mga puti nag-bikini doon sa beach nila. Doon ang probinsya ko po. So yun. Itong drugs. As if I can just really give you. Nung na-mayor ako, sabi ko, look, I am not a soldier. I am not a policeman. Sabi ko. But I'm trying to build a city for all of us. Do not fuck it. Because if you do destroy the city, I will kill you. Do not destroy the young over land. Because if you do, I will kill you. Simple as that. Nagawa ko. Sinabi ko na sa iyo. But may orders to the military or the police. Sabihin, barilin mo, kill. Go after the organizations. Imposible na hindi yan organized crime. I said, you have the cook, you have the lieutenants, and the rule is the act of one is the act of all. Same penalty yan. Yung cook, pati yung tig-deliver, pareho kayo. Equally responsible because it is a conspiracy. Mag-usap kayo, o kami magluto, pick upin mo, ihulog namin dyan sa high-seas, lagyan namin ng GPS, kunin ninyo, bigay mo sa barangay captain. Now, how could I be happy recommending an election within the next few months? Ang sinabi ko sa mga congressman, kayo, I will not stop you. That is your job. And if you think elections are very important in a democratic way of life, go ahead. Schedule it. I'll just give you the caveat. Marami dito manalo na suportado ng drug money. Ngayon, bahala kayo. Kasi kung sabihin ko naman walang eleksyon, sabihin niya na Duterte gustong magdiktador. Look, if we can have the structure of federalism, and if we can submit it to the people by 2020, and it provides the elections of a president, a parliamentarian, I will give you this assurance now. No need to remind me. I will step down. Alis na ako. Para wala yung, Duterte, gusto na. So to make it easy for everybody, mayroon taga Mindanao, gusto na naman magdiktador. Forget it. I'm not interested. After I shall have finished, kung makaabot ako ng 6 years, I would have served government for almost 40 years. Tama na yun. So no need for you to be afraid. Dyan sa Davao, may budding dictator. I'm up to 2022. But if there is a constitution which will provide a strong presidency, kasi bago lang yan kailangan mo talaga hawakan. The constitution that is fit for us is the French Constitution. Everybody is elected by districts except the president, who is voted upon universally. Lahat. Kung sino man yan, mamili kayo. You know, if we think is too fragile, bago pa, then you are still sorting out kung ano. You better be careful. Pero ako, wala kayong problema. 2020 tapos yan, alis na ako. Bye-bye. Walang diktador. Pagod na ako. Sa totoo lang, hindi naman ako mayaman, kaya sana gusto ko na at least sa buhay ko, pagdating ko dito, malaki sana ang sweldo ko. Hindi man ako nag-practice, so never got ilan lang sweldo ng fiscal. Bala ko noon na magkaroon ng pera ng ng anak ko. Pasya ng mga Hong Kong, gano'n. Ako, kung tanongin ninyo ako, and I deserve how much? 1.5 million. Bigyan ninyo ako. No? Kung hindi, tangina yan. Inyo na yung gobyerno ninyo. Lipad ako dito, doon. Lipad ako dito. Galing ako sa Manila, Chopper, tapos Clark, uwi pa ako ng Davao bukas kasi may problema na naman. Tapos tutuloy ako ng Hulo, may problema doon. Bisitahin ko yung mga sundalo ko na may... Ganon ako ng ganon. Isang beses niyan, may twerka talaga yan luluwang. Sigurado, babagsak yan. Tapos, ang honor ibigay sa iyo, putang ina. Doon ka ilibing sa libingang ng mga bayani. Yung aking pwesto dyan, iparapol ko sa inyo. Yan. Ako, just burn me and place my ashes beside my mother. Meron doon sa aming musilyo, may kanto man doon lang ako. Ay no din mag-away pareho kay Marcos na ayong ipalibing. The law says, he must be a soldier or a president. On both counts, he was a soldier. If his record is not really clear or muddled up, that is history for you to decide, not mine. Ngayon, yung pagka-presidente, the first time he won, my father was a cabinet member the first year of Marcos. So I know that he was president. Kasi noon, ganito ang style niyan eh. Kagaya ngayon, which is really natural. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Winner take all talaga ang Pilipinas. Eh. But during the time of Macapagal, he was running for re-election. Marcos was the opponent. Nacionalista. My father was a nationalista. Tapos, lahat ng governors pati mayors ng Mindanao, lumipat na doon kay Macapagal. Just like now, nagpuntahan ng PDP. But my father and Governor Ibarle stuck it out with Marcos. So when he won, Presidente, he took in my father as Secretary of General Services. Bureau of Supply, Printing, mga titulo ng properties of the government were under that office. Pero matagal na yun. Kung alam ko si Marcos Presidente, ang pagdating ng panahon, sabi ni Jaime, Mayor, ilibing mo. Kanya yan eh. Cheese. Ano sabi ko doon sa mga iba? Itong mga yellow. Ganon yung putang inang yellow ba yan? I mean no insult. Hindi ba kaya? Ito yung kulay nila. Sana pagkatapos ng eleksyon, tama. Nagtatama. And if the Ilocanos would like to have a hero in the name of Ferdinand Marcos, ibigay mo sa kanila. Ano lang? Otherwise, half of yung Ilocanja, all Ilocano speaking, magdamdam yan and it will continue to divide the country. So yung yellow, wala. Ako nung tumakbo, sabi, anong kulay natin? Basta anong kulay? Kulay-kulay, maniwala ka dyan. Wala akong kulay. Kung ano lang available dyan sa hardware. Wala ka yung kulay-kulay. Tapos ganon sana sila. Di na mga rappler, pati. Ako ayaw kong magkano, pero I promise them na hindi ko na, I will not bring this up, pero I will not mention the name. Kung hindi ako na presidente, makuha ka ninyo yung 7 billion na utang. Ilang presidente dumaan? Was there somebody able to collect the taxes? Frequency. Binibigyan for free. Only condition na mag-telco ka. Ay binili mo lang pala just to maintain the monopoly of the two. Pinapasauli ko, pinapabayad ako at do not fuck government. Do not ever do that. Sa uli mo, I'll give you yung may mautang sa 10 days. Meron pa ako diyang habulin na ano. Kaya itong mga oligarchs talaga. Hindi ko palulusutin yung mga yan. Remember the Lopez group of companies before? Right after EDSA, they formed so many Lopez group of companies. They borrowed about 7-8 billion sa DBP. Tapos, they dissolved the corporations. Ang utang nilang, kaya dumayab ang DBP. It was condoned. Pinatawad. If that is economic, if it is not economic sabotage, what is it? Kaya ang init ng ulo ko, that's economic sabotage. And I would like to remind you that is non-bailable. So, sabi ko yung corruption, let us stop. Let us stop it. Give the Filipino a respite of about, total sandali lang naman ako dyan. Before you know, wala na ako dyan. Kaya yung kotse, nagbili ako ng bagong bulldozer. Lahat ng kotse na ini-import ang Pilipino, pag hindi niya binayaran kaagad, iwanan niya, maghintay siya ng ilang buwan until the customs decide to sell it by way of auction. Tapos itong mga yawa na ito sa customs, tawagan lang rin yung nag-import, then they will schedule an auction, sila lang rin tapos kunin nila, mura na, at least may benchmark, pero mura na. Paglabas niyan, may papers. Dito sa SESA, puro bago. Hinahanap yung Austin Martin, nandyan yan. Next week, puntahan ko yan. Magbili rin ako ng bagong bulldozer dito. Sagasaan ko lahat. Wala nang import-import. either meron ka, maghanap ka sa buhay, you have the money on your own. Wag mong dayain ang gobyerno. Oh, I'd be happy to earn money for government. Pero yung mga hopos-kopos dyan, I assure you, yung customs, si John La Peña yan, galing Pangasinan. He was my chief of police and regional director for the longest time. Ako mismo naghingi niyan kasi mahusay, is very honest. The other one, sa BIR, Dulay, dyan sa taga-Bagyo. I don't know if it's an Igorot, but he's also honest. Kasama ko yung sa dormitoryo. Bebot Belio sa labor. Magka-roommate yan sila. Puro Ilocano. Kuripot. Huwag mo lang ingay kay Bebot. Totoo to, ha? Dormitoryo, gano'n yan eh. Di ako ng toothpaste, dala kong toothpaste. Bibot naman, binabrush niya yung sapatos niya sa basketball. Matapos, siya ako matagal. Siya doon sapatos. Doon. Matapos sabi niya, anong ginawa ng buwang? Sabi niya, Part, pahingi ng toothpaste ha. Believe ako sa Ilocano na ito sa matipid ang buang. Kaya kinuha ko labor. Secretary of Justice meron. But he's a good guy. Anak ng judge yan sa Isabela. Lahat yan nila. Bingbong is Ilocano yan. Davao. Karamihan sa akin. Lorenzana. Simato. Puro Ilocano yan. Mas madali utusan. Sabi ko, kayang Boracay. Kung ako taga Boracay, sinabi ko kahapon, do not make it hard for me. Sinabi ni Anyo, 6 months. Kaya nga may state of calamity. You know, when the government declares a state of calamity, there are instructions to be done. But part of those instructions is money which should be given to the people affected with the calamity. Doon sila maghingi ng tulong pambigat, pang-hold. As fast as they can cooperate with government, mas madali. Pero, ayaw kung anong ginawa ng mga mayor. Yung drainage talaga ng yung mga hotel-hotel dyan na matagot 3 story, inilibing lang nila sa sand. Pero it protrudes down. The mouth is... Kaya punta ka ng Boracay, it looks very exotic kasi foamy white. Pero pag dive mo, ligo ka, I was there during the campaign. Sabi ng hindi asawa ko kasama, may iba akong kasama. Mag-abot ba ng Davao yan? Inyo? Huwag niyo pabuti ng Davao. Abangan ko kayo dyan sa highway. Sabi ng babae, you smell like a shit. Really? Yeah. You smell like a shit. Di mo maamoy sarili mo. So, yung sumunod, amoy tae nga. Sabi ko, this is a disgrace. Hinayaan ko si Ted Filon. He made an expose. After that, but we are doing all right sa other fronts. I'm talking to the MIMN. Pagka pumasok ang IS, gulo. Gulo yan. It's so bankrupt. It's so empty ang ideology. Ang walang alam ng mga gago, pumatay at magsira. Pumatay ng bata, pumatay ng babae, pumatay. At saka last na lang ito, baka makalimutan ko. When I was a congressman, noong 1998, yung ka-ERAP, yung pinaalis natin sa ERAP. Tayo yun. Charles. Napunta ako ng Saudi kasi may 3 Pilipino doon na hinuli ng Riyadh religious police. Ano ba naman yung mga gagan, nagbigay ng mga rosaryuan. And they were there in my house sa gate crying every day. Naman, siyempre, kung tanghali, mainit na, pinapapasok ng asawa ko. At pinapakain niya. Noong third day, busy kasi sabi niya, bakit wala kang ginagawa? Why don't you do something about it? So I went to Riyadh, pleaded the case kay King Fahd. Pumayag si King Fahd. But I was told in whispers doon sa minister, ipasa niya doon na, you ask this guy to talk to his counterpart. Yan sekreto ko, congressman pa ako, tinago ko kasi ako magkakaroon ng bakukang sa ulo ang naiwan dito sa Pilipinas. Pero nung pumutok yung sa Kuwait, hindi ko talaga mapigilan ang galit ko. Binigwasan ko na sila. Sabi niya, in the Arab countries, Arab yan pareho ng Ilocano, tapos may halong o Bisaya, Ilonggo, Bisaya, Liteño, Bulano. There are tribes in the Arab nation who has that idiotic culture that if you are bought in the slave markets of Africa or you are paid to do domestic work, sexual abuse is part of the territory. Alam ko na noon yan. Hindi ko lang sinabi, na Pilipino man tayo lahat. Here is a family. Pag nawala yung nanay, the family becomes dysfunctional. Alam ninyo yan. Ang bahay pag walang nanay is not a bahay. It's not a home. Kung ang tatay sasali sa kahirapan, mag-alis rin, pati ang asawa, tapos magtrabaho doon ng 5 years. Tapos ang asawa gagamitin ng amo niya, ng anak ng amo niya, ng son-in-law niya, barkada ng anak niya. The human body can only take so much. Kaya kita mo tumatakbo sa bintana, sutoy pababa. Wala, masira eh. And they are only allowed, kasi pag magtapos siya paglinis ng bahay ng amo niya, he goes to the other house of the daughter-in-law and starts cleaning the house. Ano kung mayroon pang in-laws na iba, linisin niya yan. By the time she's through with these chores, she gets about 2, 3. Kaya nakikita ninyo sa 2, 3 or 4 of sleep. And they are fed with garbage. Kaya nung nangyari sa Kuwait, pinutang ina ko na talaga sila. Hindi ko na matiis eh. Hindi ko na talaga mapigilan. At sinabi ko na yan ang totoo. So, put, ilang babae ngayon nagsasakripisyo? Being raped, multiple. Kinakastigo pa, hematoma all over the body. Just to send money to the Philippines para makapag-aral ang anak. Ilang pamilya yan na pag-uwi dito wala kasi ang sweldo pinapadala. Ito naman mga putang inang shabu na ito. Kaya patayin ninyo yan. Ilibing niyo akong bahala. Pag alam nila yung bata may tinatanggap regularly stipend or honorario o baon, dikitan ng dikitan yan hanggang until such time na lalaglag. Nakita mo ang hirap ng nanay pati tatay, lalo na ang nanay. Sisirain na ang katawan niya sa bunganga, sa puwit, sa ang putang ina niya pagdating ng mga pera dito, ibibili lang shabu at pagbalik nila dito, walang nangyari sa pagod nila. Putang ina ninyo, kung kayo ang presidente, anong gawin ninyo? Papatayin ko talaga. Besides, lahat mo na lang, 1 million addicts. 1 million addicts reduced to slavery to a chemical called shabu. And when the monkey rides at their back, gumagano na, walang pera to. It's the commodity for the poor. Magsaksak ito, magnakaw, mag-hold up. Of course, may pinatay yung mga pulis iba. But ilan, every day, I lose 3 policemen a day in the entire Philippines. Tapos sabihin itong mga human rights, ito kang Duterte, 7,000 ang pinatay. Pwede mo mga torpe ang putang ina niya. Ang kabila, bakit sila namatay? Sabi, biktima ko raw, 7,000, period. Tapos pupunta doon sa ibang countries, gaganon-ganon. Ito yung pinatay ng Duterte. Sabi ko kayo human rights, maghawa kayo ng marijuana sa kamay mo pag hindi kita binaril. Sus! Palagay natin 1.5. 1.5, you reduce 1,500,000 Filipinos slaves. At sa nasira, yan, wala na. I suppose. Sino ba yung idikam ko? Nandoon ka ba yung sa UN? Nandyan pa? Itong aid ko mga pulis. Yan rin ang kapitan ng barko ng Pangulo. Anapolis ito. Hindi kayo sagutin yan. Kayo yan. Annapolis Naval Academy to. Ito yung nag-drive ng Pangulo. Sabi niya na, minsan ako sabi niya, Sir, magpapasyal tayo sa, sabi ko, sino mag-drive? Ikaw? Sabi niya, oh, huwag na lang. Baka, di ba, nagda-drive talaga ng barko yan. Yan ang driver ko sa Pangulo. I leave this to you. I-xerox na lang ninyo. Nandito lahat. United Nations Office on Drugs and Crimes. Nandito lahat. It's illustrated here. I-distribute lang ninyo. This my introduction. Gives you an idea of what they're reading. Tapos dito, cannabis. Everyone yan. Pero dito, risks. Cannabis smoke contains 50% more than tar than the high tar cigarettes, which puts the users at an increased risk of lung cancer and other respiratory diseases. That's the worst that you can. Cannabis, may history siya. Cocaine, dito, risk. Mixing cocaine with alcohol is a dangerous cocktail and can greatly increase the chances of sudden death. Ecstasy. Tablets or pills that are sold as ecstasy may contain other potentially dangerous substances which can vary widely in strength and use. Heroin. Users risk overdosing on heroin, which can lead to coma and death through respiratory depression. Yung mga artista, sila Whitney, pupunta yan doon sa hotel, bibira kung gusto na mag-suicide. LSD. The physical effects are small compared to the psychological and emotional effects. They include dilated pupils, increased heart rate, and blood pressure and loss of appetite, sleeplessness, dry mouth, and tremors. Methamphetamine, shabu. Effects. Methamphetamine use sometimes triggers aggressive, violent, and bizarre behavior among users. Kaya puputulan yung sa Cebu, pinutulan niya yung asawa niyang ulo. Sabi niya, okay na tayo, pinatay ko na si Duterte, pero ang hawak-hawak na yung ulo ng asawa niya. Ito yung shabu. It's the most, what's it, vicious sa lahat. Ito yung sa mga pobre. Pero ito, wala ng rehab. Nakita mo lahat ng rehab dyan sa Port Magsaysay, no takers. Because among all others, basahin ninyo ito, iwan ko lang dito, maybe the police, who's the ranking police dito sa akin? Pero nga, pinakataas dito, sino? O so, ibigay ko na tapos i-ano mo lang, sir. Get it for you, the rest tapos bigay mo na lang sa mga tao. It would educate people very thoroughly about it. Yes, sir. Thank you. Kung ano yung bigay niya yan sa inyo. Yan kung bakit ako talagang mainit sa Cebu. Because rehabilitation is no longer possible if the brain has shrunk considerably. And it can come about 2 to 3 years of constant use of cigarette. So yan lang po ang pinuntahan ko nito. Just to remind you about my campaign, yan lang naman talaga ang worry ko. Sabi ko, hinayaan ko na, hindi ako bright. Bigay ko yan sa mga bright yung economy. Pobre ako dyan. Mga bright, ang nandyan sila. Ako could hardly pass the economics ko, may drop ko kata yan. Pero guess what? What is the surprising thing about this thing? What surprises you? Nakatindig ako dito, nakaupo sila, nakikinig. Alam mo, ang 75 lang, K-12, utusan lang niya itong mga valedictorian. Guys, I have to go. I have to go to Clark to talk to people and I'm proceeding home. I have a long trip to go. Guys, I'm very happy to see you. Maraming salamat po.